Hello, friends. Welcome back. Sorry, I got disconnected from my live. Seems like there was a technical difficulty with my live, so I'm back again. If you are able to see me, great. I'm back on my live, so please get connected. I see one person joined the stream. Hello. Somehow my seems like my internet, the Wi-Fi was bad, and it killed my stream. That's why. But I'm glad you are back again. I was hoping that you will join back. So, so how is life in IT Kharagpur? Is it pretty good? You enjoy it over there? Yeah, I am. I am really enjoying the problems because the thing is, it's been a while that I mean, you do these kind of problems back in your like a school, um, and at this age, I'm getting to like being challenged by some youngster like you. So I'm enjoying it. I don't mind. Uh, Usually, I do stream at 7:30 in the morning, India time, and 10 p.m. Eastern time in the United States. So if you feel like joining my stream, you can come over. Um, yeah, you can come over to my stream at that point of time, and we can have a beautiful conversation. And your problems are really challenging, so I enjoy it. Hello, hello, Butcher. How are you? You said it's sad. My sister is in love, but no one supports her. But it's okay. We are going to have a baby soon. Okay. I wish the baby is healthy. Your sister is fine. So have fun, man, with the newborn. So what else, gaming world? Tell me something more. Thank you, Butcher. Yeah, Butcher, if you have not subscribed to my channel, you can subscribe to my channel. And if you like my content, and if you have feedback on them, let me know. I like to travel, and recently I was in Yellowstone Mountains and Glacier National Forest. We had such a tremendous time, and the picture that you see in my background is from the Glacier National Forest, and it was a beautiful trip. So I love to share my experience of my travel with folks out here, and always encourage young folks to travel and not stay in their like little space, because nowadays social media has like occupied so much into our like phone and hypothetical world that we fail to enjoy the beauty of the nature that's out there. So, Butcher, where are you from? And how is your day so far? So gaming world, if you are still there, if you have some good problem, not too hard, but little bit hard would work. I just don't want to give up because if it is like super hard, I'm not like a hero here. So okay, what else? What else, guys? Bring some questions, comment. Otherwise, the stream will get boring. I would love to talk to you guys. So if you want to get into a engaging conversation, please have some comments here. I see only three folks watching. Guys, if you are in my stream and if you are listening, please send some comments. Hello, friends. Welcome to my stream. This is Social Media Bhai, streaming live from Florida. A beautiful Sunday afternoon here in Florida. About to rain. It's raining on and off, but not bad out here. It's a little bit nice to get some rain because once it is hot, Florida is hard to survive in the hot weather. It's hot and humid, so prefer to get some rain out here. Sorry. So, friends, if you are watching, yes, please go ahead and hit some comments and ask questions if you have any. I wish I may have the right answer for your comments or questions. But yes, please do ask questions here on my stream. I'm eagerly waiting. And if you are visiting my channel, checking my contents, if you have feedback on my contents, please do so. And that way we can talk about it and I can tell you more about those contents. In the meantime, while you are looking into my channel or looking at this stuff, let me know. Okay, friends, again, if you are live talking to me, please send me some comments. I'm eagerly waiting. हेलो पृथ्वीराज गेमर लाइक डन करने के लिए थैंक यू हाउ आर यू oh you are Mohit again with a new ID okay gaming world brought some more challenging question for us great let's try it yep Mohit I'm watching you on your stream too so and we have this friend of ours or new subscriber his name is gaming world and he is giving us challenging problems. So let's give it a try. So the first one says is 23,000. Oh no, 23 comma 45 comma 100 comma minus 2. It's an array. Next line, for I in the range. Okay. For an I in the range from 0 to the length of the array, if I modulo 2 equals 0, print the list item. Okay, so for the first item, it would not be 0, so we cannot print 23. For the second item, it would not be 0, we cannot put 45. The third item, it will be a 0, so print 100. And the fourth item will be also 0, so you will print minus 2. So the answer is 100 comma minus 2. So that will be your answer, 100 and then minus 2. How about that? What do you guys say? Is that a correct answer? It prints 23 and 100. So on the index 0, right? So on the index 0 is 23. 23 modulo 2 is not equals to 0, it will be 1, right? So why would it print 23 out there? Can you explain me, Gaming World? Why would it print 23 out there? हेलो मिस्टर सॉन्ग, हाउ आर यू? सर जी कैसे हो? मैं बढ़िया हूँ, आप सुनाएं। So Gaming World, can you help me understand why will it be 23? Hello Song, how are you? Where are you from? And welcome to my stream. Oh Song, you are from Pakistan. Welcome to my stream from Pakistan. What kind of songs do you like? Dun, dun. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Okay, Song. I will leave a comment on my stream and I will respond back to you. Okay. And in the meantime, you can watch some of my long videos from my recent trip. And if you like them, please comment over there. Because when I equals to 0, 0 modulo 2 equals to 0. When I equals to... Is that... Oh, wait a second. Did I miss that part? Uh, you know what? I was doing the modulo on the value in the list. I completely missed that. You're right. Because you said the modulo on the I, not the modulo on the value in the list. Okay, so that perfectly makes sense, 23 and 100, because it is a 0, the index of 0 and a 2 will print, always print 23 and 100. But if you change the if condition to the list value, then it will print 100 and minus 2. Yep. Damn, again I missed that. Conceptually, I was doing right, but only thing is I just didn't realize that I have to evaluate an I versus the value within the array. And you may have heard me, right? While I was doing the calculation verbally in here, I was saying that modulo of 23 will be what? But I'm glad that it's a good question, but yeah, this a small typo, or not the typo itself, but the small reading can take you all the way in the completely different direction. So yeah, it was a reading error. I completely agree. Shoot on some more problems. Great. This is going good, man. This is good. You are not a programmer, and still you can understand art. These are basic math things. It's a arrays. You learn about the arrays. You learn about these things when you are in the school. So, and nowadays the kids are learning computers. So, or you hear from them, and today I'm talking to you, right? That's how some kids would come to my stream and they will start talking to me, and that encourages me to see what's going around and dab into few of these items. So what languages are you learning out there in CSC? Are they teaching you something good? I know some colleges focus on Python, Java. Do you have any specific language that you're learning over there? Okay, next question. If a RAM is the size of 16 MB and the size of each page of a RAM is 2 KB, what is the number of pages in the RAM? Oh man. If a RAM is 16 MB, size of each page is 2 KB, kilobyte, megabyte. What is the number of pages in the RAM? Is it a straight shot division, means converting the 16 MB into a uh, kilobyte? So that becomes 16,000 kilobyte. Or do you have to do a different division? Then if we want to go as like a simple division, it would be 8,000 pages. But I'm not sure if that. No, wait a second. One is megabytes and one is bits. Yeah, one is a bit and then the byte. So one is a small KB, one is capital MB. So those are two different units, right? So 1 megabyte is isn't that different? The bits and the bytes. So which one are you talking about? Are you talking about the bits or bytes? So 1 MB equals to 2 to the power 20 bytes. So 1 KB is 2 to the power 10. Let me check on that. I'm not 100% sure about it. 1 KB to 1 MB to KB. See, over there in Google it says 1 megabyte equals to 1000 kilobyte. So it's like 10 to the power 3, not 10 to the power. Based on your definition, it will not be correct, right? Because it says is 1 MB equals to 1024 KB, right? So if I translate this based on your problem, 16 MB. So if I have 16 MB, then it will be 16,000 kilobytes. And if each page is 2 kilobytes, so then it will be 8,000 pages. You're turning MB to KB, I'm talking about the byte. Yeah, you see this small kb represent kilobit, not bytes. So that's what my question was, that if it was bit or a byte, because if each page RAM is 2 KB, that means it's a bit. So I have to convert that into a byte, and then from that byte I have to convert, and I have to see how much is the size. Sorry, I wrongly wrote. Okay, yeah. So if that's the case, then it will be 8,000 pages. If it is all bytes, then it will be 8,000 pages. Unless I'm completely wrong on that. Good. Yeah, because if sometimes if you throw kilobits and bytes in the question, uh, so bits and bytes in the question, people will be thrown off for sure. हेलो गांव वाला राहुल, कैसे हो आप? अभी ड्यूटी पर हो? गांव वाला राहुल, हमारे साथ गेमिंग वर्ल्ड वाले भाई जुड़े हुए हैं, और आज हमारे दिमाग की टेस्टिंग हो रही है। पर अच्छा लग रहा है ना जी? और सुनाए गांव वाला राहुल, क्या चल रहा है? ड्यूटी पर है? अच्छा जी, ड्यूटी पर हो। Gaming world, bring some more challenging questions. It's good, man. I'm loving it. Rather than just sitting over here and talking, how was your day? This is making my brain work. तो गांव वाला राहुल, कहीं घूमने गए थे क्या? मैंने आज भी एक शॉर्ट वीडियो देखी थी आपकी, उसमें आप लोग फैमिली के साथ कहीं जा रहे थे, या रेगुलर थी वो वीडियो? मुझे लगा कहीं घूमने जा रहे हैं छुट्टियों में। It's not 8,000. Yeah, means if you start like going that way, bytes versus bit 1024 formula, then you will have certainly a different number of pages. So I was getting this more closer in terms of like not exact answer, but more closer to the answer, which was around those numbers, because then you will start like doing the actual division. Yep, yep. That was my intent. I know when I looked online, right, when I was checking around like bits byte relationship, that's where you know you have like a not exact 1000, it's 1024. So same thing with the KB and MB calculation. Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So yeah, it refreshes some of my student days item. बच्चे अपनी नानी के घर गए थे। अच्छा, अब आ गए, छुट्टियां ख़त्म हो गई इनकी। गांव वाला राहुल, आपकी राहुल भाई, आपकी दुकान वुकान कैसे चल रही है? रात में कस्टमर आ रहे हैं? सही चल रही है, बहुत ही बढ़िया है भाई। आप अपनी दुकान पर कोल्ड ड्रिंक वगैरह भी रख लो गर्मियों के लिए, अगर कोल्ड ड्रिंक नहीं हो तो वहाँ पर ना, मालूम है क्या करो अपनी दुकान में? वो कूलर नहीं आता जिसमें बर्फ़ डाल करके ना कोल्ड ड्रिंक की बोतल रख लेते हैं, वो भी रख लो आप अपनी दुकान में। तो रात के टाइम पे अगर कोई कोल्ड ड्रिंक वगैरह मांगता है तो वो बहुत सही रहेगा। ना, और उसमें कुछ काम भी नहीं है कोल्ड ड्रिंक निकाल करके पिलाने में, अनलेस आपके पास कोल्ड ड्रिंक ऑलरेडी हो। और कोल्ड ड्रिंक में मार्जिन भी अच्छा रहता है। हाँ, होटल वाले बोलेंगे कि ना हमारा कोल्ड ड्रिंक और पानी तुम बाहर ही पिला दोगे तो होटल के अंदर कौन आएगा। हाँ, वो भी बात सही है। गांव वाला राहुल, अगर आप बोर होते हो ना रात में, तो हमारी लाइफ चलती रहती है, उसमें ही अपना ना आ जाया करो, जैसे आज चल रही है। अगर कोई अपनी कोल्ड ड्रिंक मांगता है तो मैं उसे अंदर से लाकर दे देता हूँ। अच्छा, आप अंदर से लाकर दे देते हैं? पर नहीं, एक्चुअली क्या है ना, फिर अंदर से ला करके देते होंगे तो वो सारे पैसे अंदर चले जाते हैं। नहीं, मैं तो इसलिए बोल रहा था कि उसमें आप अपने ना वहाँ पे एक बक्सा रख लो दुकान पे, और कोल्ड ड्रिंक दो तो सही रहेगा। पर अगर अंदर से अलाउड है तो फिर कोई टेंशन नहीं। और क्या रख सकते हो जो अंदर नहीं मिलता, तो जिसकी डिमांड भी हो? अच्छा, आपकी दुकान में वो सिगरेट वगैरह रख सकते हैं क्या, कि नहीं रख सकते? ओके। फैक्टोरियल ऑफ एक्स, अब ये फैक्टोरियल की डेफिनेशन देखनी पड़ेगी। Definition: factorial of x, if x equals to 0 or x equals to 1, return 1, else return x times factorial of x. Print factorial of 5. अच्छा, ये बताओ, factorial means 5 4 3 2 1, correct? Factorial of 5 would be 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Is that correct? Can you confirm? Is that what you mean by factorial? Okay. X times factorial of x minus 1. So sorry, it should be x times factorial of x minus 1. So x times factorial of x minus 1 will be what? It will be factorial of x, right? X times factorial of x minus 1 will be factorial of x. So let's see. Factorial of 5. If x equals to 0 or x equals to 1, then return 1. Else, return x times factorial of x. Next line, print factorial of 5. Factorial of 5 will be factorial of 5, which will be 5 4 20, 20 times 3 is 60, 60 times 2 is 120. So answer is 120. How is that? Good. Okay. 129. Okay, 120. Okay. ओके राहुल भाई, आप आ जाए आराम से। You know what? Gaming world, factorial is something that kids in America read in like sixth grade. I do not know in India what age group are they learning that, but within fifth and sixth grade they are learning factorials here. It's part of pre-algebra. Okay, friends, if you are watching me, please comment. So quiet out here. Okay, next question in line. What is the output? Lambda. You have to define lambda. Lambda of x modulo x modulo 2. Print filter lambda of x. Okay, let's see. Filter f comma list. If list is an array, then return array, else return if list equals to. I think this is too mathematical for me. Uh, I think you may need to help me here because this seems to be like more of a like a function, right? If f of x, which is like filter f comma list. If list is an array, then return as the array. Else, result will be an array. So where is the written part on the else statement? For else in first, if f of x result plus equals x, next line outside function. Sorry, gaming world, it's a little bit tricky for me. Uh, Yes, after loop ends, there is a return result in else statement. So function f of x equals to the result plus x. So does the x indicate? Yeah, f is a function. Next line outside function. Or if f of x equals to result equals result plus x. X modulo 2 equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So lambda of x, where x equals to the function and the list. So the function is x modulo 2 equals to 0. If list represent an array, then return the array. Else return the result array. One, two, three, four is the array. Okay. So as per this, if list is an array, then return the array. Lambda is a function passed in filter. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And the definition of lambda is, the definition of that function is x modulo 2 equals to 0, right? If that's what you're, if I'm trying to compare this with a filter where the function f represents a lambda of x colon x modulo 2 equals to 0. So the function becomes x modulo 2 equals to 0. And then the list is 1, 2, 3, 4. Then return, if you have this filter, a lambda function is x modulo 2 equals to 0 if x is the element within the array f of x result is, so if I take each one of these elements, so f of x result plus f of 1 is equal to result plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 10. Result is a 10. F of x can I assume this x equals to 1, x equals to 2, x equals to 3, x equals to 4? Is that what the interpretation is of x from that array? Or is it the index? So there are 4 elements, so or it represents the array size. X represents the array size. I believe if you are talking about adding the elements of the array, then the result value will be x is the element of the list. 1, 2, 3, 4 are the element. Okay. So the result will be 10, right? So the result will be 10. Okay. If I do this, but the function says is x modulo 2 equals to 0. X modulo 2 function lambda of x. Okay, now okay, lambda of x equals to x modulo 2 equals to 0. That means, should I evaluate this to true or false? I'm getting more complex in this. So if I replace x by x modulo 2 equals to 0 as the function replacement, where if I say 1 modulo 2, where you have the remainder as 1, and it does not satisfy the condition, so it becomes a false statement. And if I do a 2, then it becomes a true, and a false and a true. 2 false, 2 true. So, okay. So if I go with two true and two true false, so or maybe 1 or 0, then the result will be 2. What is the output? Filter. Is the output 2? If I look into the numerical form 1 and 0, um, or will that be like true and a false, and the true and a false cancels out? Because if you are saying f of x, so based on that lambda valuation, it will result one, like there are 4 of them, so there will be 2 trues and the 2 false. And if you add all of them up, if you are talking in terms of ones and zeros, so 2 zeros and 2 ones, and if we are literally taking 1 as the numerical 1, then the result will be 2. So now if the list uh, result else result this, if list equals to empty array, return the empty array, else return the array itself. Okay, what do you think is to the answer? Filter functions. Filter functions filter the element which satisfy the condition in the input function. In this case, lambda is input function. Now apply lambda in each element of the list. So if I apply a lambda function in each element of the list, then I get 2 trues and 2 false, right? And so filter and this if list. So are we saying it will print true, false, true, false? Is that how you want me to print over there? So if you want me to print in terms of true and false, so first one would be false. No, it returns a filtered list. Filtered list. If you want to get a filtered list, and in that case, if it goes to 0, then will that be 2 comma 4? Is that what you are looking for? And the filtered list? Because those are the one which satisfied the condition of x modulo 2 equals to 0. Yes. Sorry, it took me a long, but it's kind of very tricky to read the problem and guess all those combinations. Tell man, where are you finding all these problems? If you are making them up, you're genius. Coming up with your own problem like this, that's good. All right, I'm ready for the next one. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. This one was a good one. I literally have to ask you how to interpret lambdas and the f of x thing. These are all pre-algebra. I would say pre-algebra or algebra type of questions. Yep, I'm enjoying it. So if you have more in your pocket, please bring it on. Yep, that's correct. Maybe I'm not that fast as like youngsters like you, because you guys must be able to, like, if you ask someone who is right out of the college or um, who has gone through the competitive exams and things like that, they will be pretty quick in solving these problems. Yeah, I'm waiting for the next one. So please bring it on. If value equals to false, if value print high, else print hello. Ah, so if value, so this is like, see, this is a string. So if you are trying to evaluate a string, say value equals to false, it's a string. The next line if says is if value, which means true or false, and that's where it is looking for a boolean, print hi or hello. So since it is not a boolean, in my opinion it should print hello. Now if the compiler, computer compiler, which if it treats it as a false, then it will still say hello. Yeah, it should print hello. What do you think? It is a string. If you put a string in the if, it is true. So it prints high. You can check also. Okay. Let me try it. So set value equals false if value then print high. uh, Print hello. Yeah, it prints high. So what is the evaluation in here? So what about if I put a true for the value? So irrespective of the contents of the value, it is still it's always going to print an high. So I do not know how the compiler is interpreting this variable. So it just says if true, and no matter what, it's always considering it as a true. Okay, that's what I checked, right? So it is a string. So if you put a string in the if statement, it's always going to be true. No matter which compiler it is, like if you have another language like Java or .NET, because I just tried in Python, so I do not know if other compilers would do the same. Yeah, good to know. Okay. Maybe I think what it is thinking that does the variable have a value, right? If the variable does not have a value, then there is a possibility it may go into a like a else state. Let me see if I make this empty. Yep, that's what it is. So it's checking to see if the value has a content in it. If you populate with true, false, whatever it is, irrespective of that, it's thinking that yes, if it has a value, then print high. If no value, then print hello. What about if I put just the spaces? Yeah, I'm checking because if it is an empty string, it will, yeah. If it is an empty string, then it will print hello. And if you put a spaces, I just check one more scenario. If you put a spaces between the quotes, it's treating that the array is full, right? The number of characters in that value is not empty, so it will print at high for that. So I think it's checking to see if there are like contents within that variable val. So in terms of like memory allocation, yeah, I think it may be looking to see if, like from the memory allocation perspective, if it has content, yes, do this. If there is no content, then go to the else condition. Good, good stuff. Basic programming stuff, but good. And I think if you throw these questions at like a programmer, like entry level programmer, or maybe some smart programmer would know it already, but entry level programmer, he will be tripped if he had not paid attention to these. What do you think? Would an entry level programmer would know it? I was so tripped. Okay. Ah, okay. That's a good one. Because our mind is thinking, one of the things that you will consider is when you use the if statement, you always think it's a boolean yes or no, right? And when someone puts a text value, you're not thinking logically in terms of boolean. You are thinking, oh, it's a string assignment, so it's not, it may not be evaluating as boolean value. So that's another way to trick someone is by throwing in true or false. What if I throw in true or false without the string? Maybe it acts differently, you know? Hmm. Is it FALSE false as a keyword? Ah. Okay, so this is what I did. And your answer will go different. If you use the keyword false, then it will print hello because now the compiler know it's truly a boolean value, not a string. So now it's evaluating as a boolean value. When you put it as a string, it's looking at the content of the it's looking at the content, not at the uh, true or false part of it. So when you make it as a string, it's evaluating whether the string has value or not. Yeah, but if I make it a true, let's say if I make it a true as a keyword, it should print hello. Sorry, hi. You know? So if you change this string to a true, value equals to true, it will print you high. Yeah, so this if statement is trying to see if the variable is a boolean value. If it is a boolean value, then it executes the boolean logic. If it is a string, then it tries to look at the content of the string and it tries to say if the string variable has a value or is the string empty, right? So that's how it is doing. It's looking at the length of the string, not not the content. So technically, you can replace wherever you have to do a check of like length of the string, right? Whether your string length is greater than 0. That's when you can use this concept. Good stuff. Good, good. Okay. I think gaming world, you need to come more often into my stream. It will keep me engaged um, with some meaningful conversation. So my stream is between 7:30 and 8:30 India time in the morning. So if you ever feel like coming that time, you can you are more than welcome. You can subscribe to my channel if you have not already subscribed. Hello Zero, how are you? Did you find a charger? Yeah, you said it is at 1%. I thought your phone should have charged by now. Maybe you're just still playing game on it while it is charging. Okay. I'm still here, gaming world. If you have some more, we can give one or two more tries. It's Sunday out here. I I feel like this is more productive conversation. Unless you have anywhere to go. It must be late out there for you, right? It's like 2:30 in the morning. Zero, which grade are you in? I have a smart guy in here who is asking us all kind of mathematical problems, pre-algebra, algebra problems. Yeah, it's fun to sometimes work in the night. It's quiet out there. You can think, and it it is productive too. Sometimes because when no one is around and you can focus. Thank you for those reactions. Whoever is sending these love and the emojis, thank you for that. Okay, guys, so I will be back in a minute. I need to step away for a few minutes, okay? Hey, guys, I'm back. Hello, friends. If you're watching me, please comment. It would be nice to see some comments from you. So, hey, you are back, gaming world. Good to see you again. Okay. So, friends, if you are watching me online, please feel free to add some comments in here. I would love to talk to you and answer any questions about my channel, or if you have any question that you think would be challenging, I would love to hear from you. Seems like we have only few folks left in the stream, so I will close my stream now, and I will be available at 10 p.m. Eastern time and 7:30 India time. So, friends, if you are available during that window, please come and join me. Okay, thank you.